Askreddit Asks, what was your, oh shit my life is over my parents are gonna kill me, moment you had as a child, teen?
My parents paid for my mobile phone subscription. Got a girlfriend and called a lot more. Too much more. Raked up a 600-year bill. My soul left my body that day.
My sister and I, in 2010, had just gotten unlimited texting for $25 a month. I was 15 and didn't pay for it. Between us we sent and received almost 30,000 texts a month, which without the plan would have charged us $0.15 a text. End of month. The bill comes round and the cell company never applied the unlimited texting, so we received a $4.500 plus bill. They fixed it quickly, but I never thought I was going to die that much before.
There was a small lizard trapped in our garage under a pile of wood, so I moved some of them so it could get out. I must have accidentally knocked over a larger plank in the process. That landed on my dad's car and went straight through the windshield. Lizard was fine though.
Well, that's all that matters.
And now you're saving 15% or more on car insurance.
For your kindness to lizard kind, we owe you.
Me and a few buddies got arrested for some very foolish and regrettable criminal mischief. We managed to keep it from our parents by getting to the mailbox first to destroy court notices and targeted letters from lawyers. We thought we were in the clear too.
I bet that conversation with the parents you would have had still haunts you.
Florida teens charged with assault with deadly weapon after throwing alligator through Arby's drive-through window.
One time I snuck out of the house, and when I went to sneak back in, the door was locked. We never locked the doors to the house, so I knew I'd been caught. Lived on a farm, so I just went up to the hay loft to sleep the rest of the night.
I skipped school by leaving the house, climbing on the garage and waiting for my mum to leave. I jumped down to let myself in as she drove off and set myself up for a day on my PS1. She then came back as she'd forgotten something and I wanted to die in a hole. The yelling was something to behold. Didn't do that again.
That reminds me of my friend. He decided he wanted to skip school. However, his mom stayed home all day. He and our other friend decided to hide under the porch of another friend of ours. They played cards under that porch the entire school day. Because everyone on the street knew everyone. Personally, that sounds boring and I am glad I went to school.
I thought it was a good idea to play with some candles while having a LOTR marathon. Turns out that was a bad idea because I ended up getting distracted and set the family couch on fire. I frantically put it out and threw a blanket over it. I didn't leave the couch for a week.
Did you at least look at the blazing inferno and shout Gonda calls for aid?
Oh hey mom, yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch again tonight. God damn it Jimmy, just show me the shit stains, it's just like your goddamn father.
17 years old, had a party while the parents were out of town. I had to work the next day, but timed it so I would have plenty of time to clean before they got home that evening. Came home from work, the sprinklers are on and their car is in the driveway. Driving down my driveway, I was anxiety and fear personified. I walk in the house and my mum tells me, "Your dad had to leave before you got here, otherwise he was afraid of what he might do to you."
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Your dad had to leave before you got here, otherwise he was afraid of what he might do to you. AKA amazing excuse to go to the pub.
Did you at least look at the blazing inferno and shout Gonda calls for aid?
Watercolored, URL redacted.
The beacons, couch are lit.
The beacons of you, sweet pie are lit.
So we live in a 2-story colonial. My parents are away on vacation. I'm in the yard and tossing a baseball up in the air and catching it. Just a 9-year-old entertaining myself. I think to myself, hey, let's loft it onto the first split-level roof and then it'll roll off and I'll catch it. Second toss. Crash. Shatter sister's window. Grandma was babysitting. Grandma reported. I was smoked.
Your grandma snitched on you?
When I was 6, I spilled grape juice on the tan carpet in the living room. I put a pillow over it. laid on the pillow, and vowed that I would stay there the rest of my life so my parents would never find out. I lasted about 45 minutes. My mom was more upset that I got grape juice on the pillow rather than the carpet.
When I was 28, I spilled a gallon of house paint on my basement carpet. We put a rug over it. You had a solid plan.
My sister and I, in 2010, had just gotten unlimited texting for $25 a month. I was 15 and didn't pay for it. Between us we sent and received almost 30,000 texts that month, which without the plan would have charged us $0.15 a text. End of month. The bill comes round and the cell company never applied the unlimited texting, so we received a $4.500 plus bill. They fixed it quickly, but I never thought I was going to die that much before. Same exact thing happened to me. We had unlimited texting and they forgot to apply it, so they charged something like 10 cents a text. My dad told me the bill was $12.000, but now that I'm older that sounds like bullshit. Still a stressful moment.
I was 10 years old, only pretending to drive a car with my friend in the back seat. I knew not to touch the ignition or the gearbox. So the car is parked on an incline. I lower the handbrake and the car starts to roll backwards, moving steadily and with increasing momentum towards a concrete wall. Thankfully I knew which one the brake was. So I pressed down on it with all my might and told my friend to get out of the car and call my dad. All the while pressing down on that brake. I thought, yep, today I either die or my dad kills me. I live to tell the tale.
Parents were away for the weekend. I took my dad's keys and took it for a small drive. I was never allowed to drive unsupervised. Didn't have a license or anything. Was a thrill. I came back, parked, left the keys in the same drawer he left them in. Monday arrives. I come back from school and my dad asks me to come look at the car. With a death glare, I had forgot to pull the seat back after adjusting them for my 14-year-old legs.
Dang, you almost got away with it. My 14-year-old self would have made a crappy lie about just sitting in car, pretend driving it.
Lizard was fine though. Ah, well, that's all that matters.
And that lizard went on to start a successful insurance companiate. One of you generous benefactors gave me my first silver. Thanks, kind stranger. I won't let you down.
And that lizard went on to start a successful insurance companiate. One of you generous benefactors gave me my first silver. Thanks, kind stranger. I won't let you down.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on lizard life insurance. _edit. Wow. Thanks for the silver. Impressive.
When I was about 8, my sister, 10, and I used to play around the neighborhood with other kids. But we had to be home by 8 p.m. or when the streetlights came on. Whichever came first. We had a watch on and every evening my mum would make sure that we had one with us and it was working. One evening we were 20 minutes late. And it was the second time that week. If we were late twice in a week, we weren't allowed to go out the rest of the week. My sister and I were talking by the back garden gate, making up excuses why we were late and making sure we were both on the same page in case she questioned us. We opened the gate to go inside and my mum was standing on the other side of the gate. Arms folded. That was a life flashed before my eyes moment.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you incredible people.